Hey, looks, it's Roslynn back at you one more again. I hope everybody is doing blessed. I'm doing blessed and highly favored, and definitely hope the same for you. And if this is your first time stopping by my channel, much love to you and welcome. And to my returning subs, my growing extended beautiful family, as always, just thank you so much for the love and support. You know, we are facing a lot of different things right now, becoming stronger within our own power. So I'm sending some uplifting vibes to you to comfort you through all those heavy transitions. So with that being said, much love to all. Namaste, love and blessings, love and light, and many blessings are definitely coming your way. And if you have been watching my videos for a while and have not already, please like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell at the bottom so you know when I'm about to upload my next video. Also, if you're comfortable enough, drop me a line or two. I would love the chance to get to know you as much as you're getting to know me, even if it's about the positive feedback and the content of my video, or you're just up telling me about your empathic gift, how it impacts your life and heading you towards a positive direction. And if you feel like the videos are, uplifting or just give you some good vibes or insight that you would love to share with a loved one, family, or a friend, please go ahead and share. Especially if you have any empaths or going through some heavy times, if they need spiritual guidance or just need confirmation or validation towards life path or even soul purposes, please go ahead and share. And while you're at it, thumbs up, like, and also share on your social media favorites wherever you see fit. As always, thank you so much for the love and support. It's truly appreciated, and I hope you're able to resonate with the content of my video. And I'm still listening to the shamanic meditation vibes. It's really balancing me out. And the video I'm doing today is Twin Flame 101, Heyokas, shield of protection of warriors walking through enemy lines. I mean, I know it's just like there's been so many different like vibes of visions that I've been getting. That's why I have been MIA for a couple of days, because those visions and that energy coming around along with it, it's just, I can't mess with it. I said I gotta go ahead and recharge myself, because there'll be so many different things that's taking place. Once again, I'm seeing people and well, not people, but empaths, that we're in like our chrysalis. You're facing a lot of different things. You're fighting whatever was in the darkness that tried to keep you bound, to not allow yourself to evolve, not allow yourself to grow, move forward. And it just seems like a lot of different things. Like if you have been dealing with some heavy things that really have shook you to the core, things that has really been hard for you to just shake away from, because this, you're right there. You're right there, because things have gotten extremely heavy for you. And it just seems like as soon as you pass one goddamn test, here come about 50 more. So it's just like you're being shielded by our ancestors, our ancient ones, the thunder beings, all these things. You can go outside, next thing you see a big, a big what is it, eagle just flying over. There's so many different feathers I've been catching lately and stuff like that, and it's just like, I don't know what it is. I know I was talking to one person about that today, but I see it's not just that person that's been dealing with that. There's other people. It's just like a lot of us is like going to our roots. Things are being projected towards us, like, hey, it's catching your eye about different things. The more that you're shedding, the more memories you're having from past lives. I see a lot of people that are, pointing me towards like Incas and Aztec ruins. We're seeing hieroglyphs again, and it's just like, it's like the world is changing, but it's just like, I don't know. It's hard to explain. Like, they don't want us to see what's going on, but it's just like things throughout the atmosphere is changing. I don't know if anybody heard before, they said they're going to start, using different, symbols and stuff like that to communicate. So it's just like the hieroglyphs is being shown, but there's just like so many different things that tries to keep us from knowing, what is very powerful, very positive, that can really change the world in a good way. So it just like when we're allowing ourselves to move forward in our proof, in our truth, I said proof, in our truth, it just seems like things just keep coming and coming and coming. But it's just like, it may be, let me see, it may weigh heavy on your heart, but it's just the fact that you have gone through so much, for the longest. And it just seemed like for the last 2 years, that's when everything went. It went there. It took you, skyrocketing and through all that nasty gunk of trauma, madness, resentment, everything. And it's just like, you have that it feels like it's breaking your heart because you're feeling all these things. You don't want to feel them anymore. And these are the things that wants to come lurking. But universe and our, universe, our spiritual enforcements and stuff like this are telling you this is nothing that you have never done before. This is not nothing you have never done before, but this is not, this is not something, that should be out the norm for you, because in a way, it may feel new. It feels foreign, but yet it feels familiar. And certain things you're having like that deja vu type situation. It's like, I'll be doing something and I'll feel a glitch. I'm just like, why do I feel like I've done this before? Or, when somebody say something, I already know exactly what they're going to say because I already knew this one took place already. So it's kind of like a matrix thing. Like if you're seeing different glitches, within the program. And it's just like when you're becoming one with your power, you're not allowing the things that they used to, like if you were in school, you always had that bully that was in school that knew how to trigger you, that knew that. And it's just like the universe will use that exact same thing that was sent to break you down in so many different ways. It'll be the thing that's going to strengthen you. And that's the reason why they call us warriors like that, because there's a lot of things that we don't walked across a lot of battles, and the battles that we have faced, it's not saying that we're above everybody, but you had to have that special kind of effed up to go through the stuff that we gone through. And like, yeah, I went through that, and it ain't my first time. There been about 4 or 5 times. Yeah. Make sure you don't put that seasoning in it. Just dump the pasta in there. Thank you. But all those different things are taking place into your life. I know there's been a lot of days I've been just sitting to myself, because there's a lot of times that we look for distractions, like, oh, let me go call my friend and see what such and such doing, or oh, let me go to my friend's house and go do what such and such doing. It's like it's urging you to sit here, like, look, sit here. It's just like your parents sitting up here grounding you, whoever had to deal with stuff like that. Like, sit here until you think about what you did. And that's exactly what is going on, because it's like there's no more running. There's no more running. You cannot run from these things, because and they're trying to show you in so many different ways. If you don't allow yourself to heal from whatever's stopping you, it's going to keep growing until you allow yourself to go through that initial healing, which we already know is not easy. It never told us it was going to be easy. But when you get there, these are the things like, a lot of times it just feels like you don't had that rainstorm. You probably feel like Eeyore from Winnie the Pooh. Oh, well, it always happens to me. Something like that. Something like that. Like, you have always gone through that. I used to be an Eeyore. Like, well, I'm always by myself. It's okay. You had to go through stuff like that. But you were that underdog that will always rise. And we're going through these different things, and they're always telling us, you're not dealing with this by yourself. They want you to think things will never change for you. God's taking too long. Universe is taking forever. You may be doing this time next year. Like I was telling y'all the other day about that movie Constantine. If you've ever seen it, you always know that, how they always say, even in cartoons, when it was like Tom and Jerry, you'll see the devil on one side and the angel on the other. Oh, thank you. Angel on the other. And it's just like, you really trying to understand, okay, these things are taking place in my life, and it wants you to remind you of everything that you have gone through that really just did not sit well with you. It gave you indigestion. And then you have the angel part is on you right there, is saying, we're protecting you. These things that, broke you is breaking you away from things that's no longer needed in your life. You had to go through these. You had to face these. But the thing is that you have that antidote where you're showing other people, no matter what has taken place in your life, you can turn everything else around. These are the things that are going to, give you that strength. It's going to make you thrive for better. because there's so many people in this world is bleeding all on people that didn't even cut them. And these are the things that we're really having to show people. You can change your life. It's all about what you choose to believe. And a lot of times we don't admit towards ourselves, a lot of the hindrance is that psychological. This ain't the physical, it's the psychological. Because the physical, there are some people that are really going through that, getting caged in, you hear stuff like that in the world. But a lot of times it's because you're allowing what happened in the past, or you're allowing yourself to see this illusion that's keeping you chained in a place you don't want to be. And I used to feel that way. And now it's just like, when I see everything that I have faced, I've seen everything I've walked past, it allows me to say I'm grateful. Because it's like, when people always, want to remind you of what has taken place in your life, is because they want to be, that's what they want. They want to approach you with the old you. They want you to stay focused on what is not relevant to you. And we are being placed on enemy lines where we already don't want the battle. It's just like, enemies were very scared on what we already discovered in ourselves. It's all about what you choose to change within yourself. There's no enemy outside if there's no enemy inside. I mean, there's enemy outside, but if you see it, it's just like, oh, you're projecting again, aren't you? It's just like, that have nothing to do with me. I've been going through that for the last couple of days, and I actually appreciate that. That's all about divine plan. They'll have people come in and want you to second guess your worth. And all you do is bust out laughing at them, that's going to piss them off worse, because you didn't fall for the okie doke. They see you, and that's why they don't want you to see you. And they don't want that for you. So all these different things that are taking place in your life is moving battles for you. Technically moving battles for you, and it's so many different ways. And then we're being suited up. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we all have battle scars, but it's just, the fact is, those are the scars, those are badge of honor that you really have to truly allow yourself to say thank you. I'm like, hey, I got burns on my arm. I'm like, shoot, I blew my hands up, and I'm glad. I ain't had no really big scars except something like that. And, in different things that's taking place in my life, what you have gone through. There's a lot of things that you don't speak on, and those are the things, I always tell people, your troubles, reflect your strength. Because there's a lot of people that cannot overcome the things you have faced, and there's a lot of times that pain is hard to shake off like a monkey on your back. And that's just the devil talking. My mom, that sound like my elders when they say that, like, girl, that's just the devil talking to you. It's like, well, devil stay busy. Hell, quit giving his ass stuff to do. Just allow him to keep on. Like, do you, boo, over there, just way over there. I'm good over here. And just allow yourself to keep doing you. Nobody can't do you like you do you. There are so many different things that's taking place in the life where people, they put in their life, their attention on the wrong thing. Long as you keeping your attention on the right thing, on what is going to flourish within you, what is taking you to your next level, that's what you need to stay focused on. And there's a lot of different things that will come back into your life to test you, to see if you're still holding that same energy. You don't have time to be holding grudges. You trying to get closer, reaching out for them blessings that you deserve. There is no reason why you should give anybody that power to let them know that they still move you like that. There's so many different things coming on, because it would be just like people I knew that I thought I was about to do time for has done some stuff to me. Hey, look, I'm like, hey, what's up? How you doing? Or I'll sit right next to them and just smile. Just smile, and that'll scare them worse than anything, because you being quiet. But it's just like, Dad, what? I can't remember why I didn't like you, but it don't even matter to me anymore. And it took me a long time to be able to be like that. I mean, it could be today, and I could have been the old me, and I said, you remember what you did in 1958 at 5:00 when we were sitting up on Webster Street? Okay. It'd be something like that. I will hold grudges like that and can tell you about what kind of Eastern Standard Time we were in when you pissed me off. Now it's just like, I'm like, thank you. Because when you're having all these different situations, we're going through a mass transition right now. mass transition. There's too much stuff going all around. This is like when we have something powerful going on, you're woke. There's a lot of people that want to stay asleep. Let them sleep. Give them a pillow. Leave the light on, like they say in that daggone hotel. Just leave the light on, and just keep going. You see all this hatefulness in the world where people laying hands on the elderly, disabled people, getting kicks off of knocking somebody out their wheelchair. If you didn't have enough with the blacks, now you coming over here dealing with Asians and stuff like that. There's something coming because they want to keep having us fighting each other. They don't want us all to get along. They keep on going for different minorities and keep stuff going because there's something coming that they don't want you to pay attention to. That's why they got all this stuff going on right now. Because when they want to try to distract you, okay, let's put a little race war in there. Let's get some more police brutality right over there on aisle 3. Just get stuff like that just to keep our mind occupied on what is better. When you're allowing yourself not to reflect hate on hate and let them do that with you, like, here, let me give you a mirror. Why are you giving me a mirror? Because you projecting your weaknesses on me, and I don't need to see what they say. Here you go. And you're going about your business. I was, like I said the other day, I had to pray after I got off the daggone internet. I said, this mess is going to have me 48 hot, bump a 38 hot. It's going to make me 48 hot because I get tired of this. It's like we are all come from the same thing. It's just they spreaded us out. I mean, we're like a planet of Crayolas. We all done came here like we're going to leave here. It don't matter. All the things that people have, they over here fighting over and inheritance and estates and all this stuff when you can't take it with you when you die. People, we all supposed to be getting along, no matter what your sexual interests are, what your nationality or preference are, what your religion is, what your upbringing. Hey, if you're a person, you're a person. I don't know why it has to be anything where it has to be hating against somebody. That mess is taught. Nobody comes in this world hate nobody unless they taught that to you. I love to be able to see things where people come together in unity. And it's sad, the devil will corrupt some stuff where people are getting, they're not held responsible for their own actions. People will want to start putting you in jail when you show them what the cops are doing because they want to live by their own law. So if you recording them on doing that, they're going to put you in jail just because you're talking too much. You don't sing too much. You're a loose end. All these different things. All these different things is taking place in the world, and it just disgusts me. It really does. It really, really does. Because I never went by color. I went by character, how you treat me. And there's just so many different things that's going on in the world. It's bad when somebody has to lose their life. And it's like love always conquers that because it's like it started off with hate, but it ends in love. And that's the thing I love about that, even though it had to take something that tragic to bring everybody together. It shouldn't be that way. Somebody shouldn't have to lose their life for everybody saying kumbaya-yas, and you're all in different nationalities and coming together and you're still going for the same cause. That should be something every day. It's just be a national switch up nationality day. Hey, you go over here, the Arabics and, the Native American and people of color. Why don't we go ahead and have a shindig or whatever the heck they want to call it? Just mixing up. You know what I'm saying? Just learn. I mean, it's just like with me, I was raised military. So when I worked on the military installation, I met all type of people, and I felt bad because it was just like what I've seen and what the upbringing is, not from me being taught by my family, but what the news and stuff wants to project towards other people of you being scared of a certain person. And that's not right. That's not fair to them because there's always a bad seed in every nationality. It's not okay because you're this religion. All y'all are like that. No. And that's just being judgmental. But then when I allowed myself to get to know all these different people, I have friends from Egypt, Pakistan, Jordanian. There were Jordanians, Siberian, Liberian, Romanians. And I got so much different insight from them, a whole bunch of chuckles. There'll be certain ones that'll ask me, Roslynn, what do I look like? Please don't get me into this conversation. Ask me what nationality. I'm not trying to disrespect nobody. You can't be calling one person something else and then you end up getting mad at you. But it is just so many beautiful things that I've learned from different countries, just because I interacted with everybody, and I still had that same feeling. Everybody was like, you're just so nice. You don't act like everybody else, because I'm not everybody else, and that's how people should be. Just because somebody, just because that one or two people are like that, don't press judgment on somebody else, that has done that. You already prejudging them before they even say, hey, and this is how we're rising. They want us to, pay attention to all the bad things in the world and telling you, oh, you don't want to talk to them because they're acting like this. That's judging. You're already placing judgment on somebody. It's bad when you're a person of color and you have to pray before you leave, saying, am I going to see my kids when I get home? Oh gosh, if somebody's starting a crime over here, are we both going to leave in a body bag? It shouldn't have to be that way. I broke down in tears the other day when I seen it on the internet, and it was from, I guess it's like Random Act of Kindness. This little black girl outside, 8 years old, seen the police coming, and she froze and cried. That needs to stop. And it was just a blessing that woman, it was just making sure that little girl was okay. And it broke that. And what made it so bad, the female cop broke down because she's like, I'm not bad, and it is, oh God. Okay. And it shouldn't be that way. It really shouldn't be that way. And it's sad when you can look at certain things and make you have that mentality. It's like, dag, are you just protecting and serving your own self? Because this ain't, it's just when people are just starting to do the things that they do, like they're ready to shoot somebody, like, oh, coming out here and you're my target. It shouldn't be that way, and it's just bad to me. The way my opinion is about that situation, it's like good gonna conquer this, because it's just like, the devil's staying busy within a lot of people, and it's scary because it's, they're invading people within their weaknesses, their shortcomings, trying to, compare and compete one against the other. Because it's like, when I tell people, you have to, right now, we're going through a very intense transition right now. And it's like any person that had an addiction, trust and believe it. You'll know what I'm talking about, because there'll be certain things that'll be placed on your path that will make you want to go backwards on how you used to deal with things. I had the devil up in my ear, asking me if I want to, go ahead, girl, you want to get, I'm going to go over here and meditate and burn my sage, and you're going to leave me the hell alone. That's what you about to do, and it's just like that. I've talked to people that had, substance issues, and it's okay. There's a lot of times we have that setback, because I tell people any day, if you're an empath and you didn't have any kind of addictions doesn't always have to be with just drugs and drugs alone. It could be drinking. It could be self-harm, eating disorders. It comes in many forms on how we choose to self-medicate, how we choose to deal things by bringing something else in as an escape to deal with different heavy, situations. And you have to be able to allow yourself to hold your own, because the devil knows the devil knows you're strong. He just don't want you to recognize that within yourself. So he'll bring in things that are very irrelevant, try to play your mind against you, your memories against you, bringing something up into your life that, that was a hard thing for you to, surpass. But then when you allow yourself to look, as soon as that negative instinct come up, what is a positive thing within that? If it had something to do with a person that just went downright and just came out their way and hurt you, you know what? The positive thing about this situation is it showed me what that person's true intent is. And they're no longer in my life. So that was a plus for me. You have to be able to, anything that is negative that comes up in your life that that really took you there. Allow yourself to see the positive out of the flip side of that narrative of the negative. Allow yourself to see that. If you've been with a woman or a man that just really, really broke your heart, put you in situations that you would never put them in. You have to be able to say the positive flip side of this situation. you had to let that person go because you had their expectations up too high on places they can't succeed to. So you allow them to go with where they can reach while you go ahead and keep fixing on yours, not bringing somebody else in there into your life to get over that one, but being able to face yourself and see what the issues were when you were dealing in toxic relationships, allowing yourself to love yourself more. And then whatever you're looking for, as long as you search for inside about that, it's going to come right back to you. If somebody did you wrong and you were there for them A1 since day one and try to make things work, you get that experience on what you're not going to tolerate no more, what you are not looking for in that life. And that showed you right there, this is not what I want. But you have to appreciate that because they helped you find your strength again. Don't allow yourself to go back because those situations are getting hard to bear or hard to deal with. Allow yourself to appreciate those hard times because it showed you your strength. So I hope you were able to resonate with the content of this video. I'm not trying to talk about any national sensitive stuff, you know what I'm saying, make anybody feel like I'm racist or whatever like that, because I don't want nobody to think, oh, you're a racist. No, I'm not. I see character, not color. I love everybody. As long as you ain't disrespecting me, I ain't disrespecting you, or I ain't gonna allow myself to disrespect you. I'm just gonna, keep on moving. So like and subscribe, hit that notification bell, drop a line. I would love a chance to get to know you as much as you're getting to know me. Share, tell somebody about the channel. I'm gonna give a post notification shout out to Cash Lane. What's up? Haley, and Dee Dee from Australia. Thank you for sending your love to me and welcome to the fam. Nina Cantu and Divine Angel, much love to you as well. I will see y'all in my next video. Much love. Peace.